Robbie, Rory McDonald, what's this fight going to look like?
It really just comes down to I need to go there and impose my will. He's a heck of a competitor, comes from a really good camp. So what I'm going to do is focus on myself, make sure I'm the best I can be, focus on everything. I can't leave anything on the table. I got to freaking go out there and show what I'm capable of. My coaches are doing a great job of getting me ready for this fight, and it's going to be the best Robbie Lawler anyone's seen.
Do you feel like it's going to look different than the first fight?
Yeah, I think I'm a better fighter now. Obviously, Rory's a better fighter. He's more seasoned now, so am I. But it comes down to I've gotten rest, my body's rested, my mind's ready to go. I mean, I'm going to be clicking on all cylinders, and it's going to be amazing.
And how does it feel like being a guy like you or a guy like Rafael dos Anjos, who's been around the block forever, and you guys finally put it all together, and here you are? I mean, what does that say about you and about fighters in general as far as persistence?
Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to I've had a lot of people, a lot of really good people around me, people who didn't give up on me. I never gave up on myself, but I had a lot of people who helped me along the way, a lot of coaches, a lot of training partners, and I'm here today because of those guys, putting a lot of hard work and dedication into me, and just kept at it, and it worked out.
Robbie, you're also a very smart athlete. Can you talk about the best advice you can give to athletes coming up in the game?
It just comes down to everyone's different. Take care of your body. Be smart out there. You just can't go hard every day. You have to let your body rest and listen to your coaches. Hopefully you have good coaches around you, good people around you, and just work hard, learn as much as possible, and grind away.
Now, if you had to just cut a sport and either just box or just kickbox or just wrestle or just grapple, you had to choose between all those, what would you choose?
Fighting. I'm a fighter. That's what it comes down to. You put me in any sport, and I'm going to grind. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to get in someone's face, and I'm going to fight. And that's who I am. You take all my skills away from me. You take all my techniques away from me. I'm a fighter at heart, and just give it my all no matter what I'm doing.
Who are the people that you admired the most coming up?
I had a lot of really good training partners, James Pulver, Matt Hughes, Pat Militich, really good guys that I was able to train with, guys who took me under their wing, let me hang out with them even though I was like 8 years older than the youngest one, and just beat me up but I kept coming back every day, and I'm just happy that they saw something in me and let me hang out with them.
You've been doing this for a long time. You said that you feel like you're going to be a different fighter, a better fighter when you face Rory again. At this point in your career, what are you still improving? Oh
man, there's so much technique for me to learn. I mean, my coaches do a great job at American Top Team adding stuff to my game. Like, I'm an athlete, I can fight, but I'm fine-tuning things and sharpening stuff that I used way back when, bringing it to the table now. And they're just bringing the whole package. You've seen bits and pieces here and there of little clips of greatness, like, ooh, wow, but now it's time to put it all together and show everyone what I'm capable of.
It's definitely been kind of a resurgence for you since going to American Top Team. Was that switch kind of something that was the linchpin and that aha moment for you for some of that stuff?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I wrestled at the University of Iowa. They allowed me to wrestle with their hot club. It gave me an opportunity to grind with a lot of young guys who just got in there and grind every day. It just, I was excited, and then I moved down to American Top Team, got Kami Barzini behind me, and he's really showed me the way. I mean, he's took me under his wing, led me this whole way. The coaches there have done a great job, but I have training partners, a lot of different body types, a lot of guys who come in every day that you don't hear about that help me out, and it's awesome to have a team like that behind me, and I wouldn't be here today if I didn't have them.
Now, Robbie, like the Spider-Man with great power comes great responsibility and all that, right? What is it like being a champion? What responsibilities, publicly, goes along with that? Are you kind of happy with the behavior of some of the champions that we have today?
Yeah, I don't really worry about how others behave. I can't control that, but what I can do is control how I behave and just try to be a good person, just grind and be a mentor for these up-and-coming fighters at American Top Team and just try to lead by example. I mean, just go out there, fight my heart out, and try to be the best person I can be, and that's all I'm going to do.
Having been around as long as you have, and you were with Miletich and then Hit Squad, and now you're American Top Team, how small is the world from your perspective? Like, do you still talk to Pat? Do you still know all these people? Are they still a part of your life? Even
Yeah,
now?
I mean, they're brothers. I mean, I just saw Pat last week, and it's awesome. I called him. I mean, I talked to those guys. We've grinded so many days. You know, when you bleed with guys, you sacrifice for guys, and you give it all for these guys. They want to see me succeed. I want to see them succeed in life, and that's what family is. Family's not always blood. It's just loving somebody who's treated me well all my life. He allowed me to come in and train as a 16-year-old for free. I mean, you can't. That's priceless.
Now, when you see teams go up and down, what are the other factors in that? Like, Miletich Top Team was leaps and bounds above everybody, and now you don't hear about them as much, and then you might hear about them for another year. What is it that makes teams go up, 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 down, down, up? Is it just the fighters, the belts?
No, it has to do with a lot of things. It has to do with fighters' age. I mean, a lot of my teammates, they're 40 now. So, I mean, when I started, it's hard to still fight at 40. Not everyone's Randy Couture. And then it has to do with sponsors. It has to do with your market. We were in the Quad Cities where there's not a lot of money, not a lot of sponsors coming out of that area. So we were grinding, just getting after it and doing the best we could. And there's a lot of bigger markets out there where people have more available to them. But yeah, I mean, we were fighters. It was a fighter gym. It wasn't a big thing. It was 20 guys who fought, which at the time wasn't like UFC when I started wasn't what it is today. And it's awesome to have Matt Hughes and Jens Bowler and those guys around. But yeah, a lot has changed.
Speaking of sponsors, you're with Adidas. You know, and we still have the Reebok deal and everything, but you're going to stay with Adidas. Can you talk about why you chose to be with that particular company?
My management company, it's a hell of a company. Adidas is awesome. They came to the table, and I'm very excited to be a part of it. And my management team's just done a great job with sponsors, and winning fights obviously helps with that. I mean, when you win fights, everything else comes with it, which is nice because when I first started, they wanted me to do all this PR stuff and I thought I'm going to try to win fights, and that's how I'm going to be able to make money, which I always grinded. And now I'm embracing this part of it, but it all comes down to concentrating on fighting and winning. So without winning, you don't get these kind of sponsors.
Have you learned any lessons as far as hyping a fight, being around guys like Conor McGregor?
No, I've been around the fight game forever. I've watched the fight game. I'm just going to be me. Plain and simple. I'm not going to try to be someone else. I can't do that. I want to be the same guy that I was when I started. I'm doing a better job of talking now with the media, but I'm not going to go out of my way of hype and fight, disrespecting anybody. I do stuff a little differently. Everyone's different. That's what makes the sport awesome. That's what makes the world awesome. So I'll just be me and let everyone else be them.
Hey, Robbie, you were the American Top Team, and the next Ultimate Fighter is Black Zillions versus American Top Team. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's just a good opportunity for two gyms, 20 minutes apart, 10 miles apart, that have a little history. It's going to be a very intense rivalry. It's going to show on TV. I mean, the owners do not like each other, but really what it comes down to is these fighters want to fight. They want to win fights, and that's what it comes down to, just going out there and showcasing who's the better gym, and we'll see what happens.
No coaches this time around? That's
yeah,
what I heard.
Yeah, there's coaches.
There is coaches.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you had Anthony Pettis and what's his name?
Those are fighters.
Huh?
Those are fighters.
No, I'm saying
We got
as
coaches
I'm
this
saying,
time.
like, you had coaches on the Ultimate Fighter. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we do. Laborio, Conan, coaches. So, I mean, I came in there and I helped out a little bit, but I just showed up. If guys needed my help, I would help them. But really, I was just there to support them. Just coming, basically all the fighters came in shape. They had their game plans. They did their best. And if they needed anything from me, I was there to support.
Thanks, guys.
Cool.